Yo, what is going on YouTube? Playing some set today versus an Izanami with a GM Joust border. Well, if he's a pro jouster, he must be a pro dueler, surely. They're the same map. We're gonna get Bluestone here. Transcendence. I'm a little bit fed up with today, to be honest. Like, I'm not actually tilted, but bro, I've tried to get recordings all day long today, and it's not like the usual. The usual issue with trying to get a recording for me is like people surrendered too much. And yeah, there's been quite a few surrenders, don't get me wrong, but that's not it. The weather has just been terrible, and I'm like just too scared. I'm too scared to upload videos when the weather is crazy because I think it's going through my microphone. And I check the videos, and for the most part it doesn't, but here and there I think it does, and so I don't want to upload them. But yeah, my state or my city or whatever is on tornado watch right now, so the weather is kind of crazy. So a lot of my videos that were probably pretty decent kind of got scrapped today, which makes me a little sad. But either way, either way, we're playing some set here, dude. Enough of my sob story, man. We're playing some set. You guys requested this character, both in the YouTube comments, and I get requested him all the time in Twitch chat. So apparently you guys really like this character, and so we're gonna try to make him look good for you guys. I have some pretty strong feelings about set personally, which we'll get into in a second if this guy ever stops destroying me for 1 millisecond. Dude, I was trying to get the gold from that creep with the clone because he's 1 HP, but we did not get it. Izanami's pressure is just so good because of her wave clear. If you can't just like kill her outright on the first wave or whatever, maybe we just try to pressure her off. Maybe I should have been doing this from the beginning. Who knows? Problem with trying to pressure her like that is we cleared the wave even worse than we usually do, so we do have ult though. Maybe my ult is enough to scare her away. Let's see. Yep, okay. She gave it up because she's afraid of my ultimate. Pretty smooth. But okay, so my opinions on set is I think he's a good duel god, don't get me wrong. He's definitely solid. Like, he's a good character. But he actually has a ton of losing matchups. A lot of people think that he's really good. Like, he's just a top tier character with proper bans. You know, you're gonna win 80% of your matches, or not 80%, probably like 90% of your matches, what people assume. And don't get me wrong, he is a good character. He definitely is, but he loses a lot of matchups, to be honest, unless you want to be a scumbag. It's kind of like Vamana. That's my best explanation. It's like Vamana in the sense of he's a character that's a solid god and definitely can win a good amount of matchups, but there's a lot of matchups that he can win, but only by PvEing. Like, for example, if you're Set versus Heimdall, which is, I've played twice today, by the way, some of the videos that got ruined. If you're Set versus Heimdall, realistically, if that Heimdall plays perfectly and spaces himself, you should never be able to win that PvP-wise. You simply should not win. But that doesn't mean Set can't win. Like you shouldn't win PvP-wise, but you can still... I probably shouldn't have got a health chalice. Due to the fact that I got a health chalice, I don't have enough for Transcendence here. Which really isn't a big deal. It's only pausing one wave, but... you know, whatever. I'm going to lose 6 stacks for doing it, basically. But it's not that big of a deal. You realistically, Set should never beat a character like Heimdall. There's just no reason for it. But he can if you're willing to make some enemies, you know, PvE a bit. Dude, what the heck? My computer is making noise. My computer just did that thing where it's like, it sounded like it was about to take off, dude. Hold on, let me open up a program here. One moment. Okay, I don't know if that freezes the video for you guys or what that looks like, but I tabbed out of my game to open up a program that makes my fans not go ham as much, you know. It makes them more normal. I don't know where she is. I don't even know if my clone will hit her when she's stealth. It probably doesn't, to be honest. Wait, does this work? Oh, I think that would have. I think that if she stayed there, that clone actually would have been in range to auto attack her. So it's good that she moved. But overall, I like this character. Honestly, he feels really smooth to play. Maybe that's why people like him, because his wave clear and his mobility, like being able to look. I jump over this camp, auto twice, boom, cleared instantaneously. I run over to this red buff. My abilities are up really soon. The 3 is on a bit of a long cooldown, but the 1 you can kind of spam. The 2 you can kind of spam. And so he feels smooth, you know, he feels smooth. My problem with Set is, like I was telling you guys earlier, he's kind of RNG matchup wise, and sometimes I feel bad about PvEing people, so like, so I don't play him as much because I don't like that part. Yeah, she just kind of gave that to me for free. She kind of just gave that to me for free. Oh, speaking of which, by the way, because we were talking about, I was talking about this on stream the other day, right there, just a couple seconds ago when I laughed. I'm pretty sure. Hold up. We should be able to kill her here. Yeah, I'll be able to get my shell off. Okay, I'll be honest. That was pretty sloppy. That was a little bit risky. But, like, basically, if she ulted a little bit later and I still didn't shell the way I just did right there, she could have killed me during her silence. In such a way that, like, I basically can't get my shell off because I'm silenced, right? And if she just timed that a little bit better, I probably would have died due to the fact that I didn't pre-shell. I need to like, I'm just talking, I'm not even thinking. I need to respect the damage a bit more and pre-shell that ultimate if I'm low. That's the appropriate play there. So that was a little bit risky, but not too risky. You know, it wasn't like we lived with 1 HP. It was pretty handily in our favor. I don't know where she is. I'm just gonna back and go ahead and get my, oh, what the? I'm gonna back and get my breastplate if she lets me. Duel players, man. Duel players are the worst. I could stay and contest this small camp over here. By the way, if anyone's curious, I pressed tab to ping. And I moved my map a little bit to where the tab screen actually covers it up, which is bad. Like, I'm not used to that. I changed it a couple months ago, but I'm still not even used to it. So I pressed tab to ping things on the map, right? Because I always forget my free mouse button. Technically, there's a free mouse button you can use, but I always forget what it is. So I just, by default, press tab. But anyways, what I was saying, you guys can go back in the video if you really care enough to give me your input. Well, that's down. I have an audio filter, like I explained in the first video, and the filter helps me with like keyboard noise and the weather, like today. It helps me with basically just background noise in general, right? But it also, one of the cons is it makes my laughs, you know, my when I exclaim, it makes it a little bit muffled sometimes. And I just wonder, is that a problem? Like, do you guys think that that's an issue that I need to fix? Because I would really prefer to not record without the filter. But if you guys think that that's an issue, we're gonna stop her back because we want pressure for this red buff. It's not just to be a jerk. There's actually a reason for it. We want pressure on this. We don't want to let her back and buy whatever she wants. We don't want to let her heal, even if it is only a little bit. We want to stop her back. We want to walk over here and get this red. Nice. I think we hit one of those small creeps with an auto attack instead of all of them on the big creep, which is bad. But like right here, I could have stopped her back again. And maybe I could have stopped her until the blue buff came up, but that's a little bit of a stretch. Usually, sometimes it's just muscle memory, to be honest. Sometimes I feel like being a jerk, but generally speaking, I try to only stop backs if I actually gain something from it. If you gain literally nothing and you're just being a jerk about it, it's kind of, what the? I win this super easily. Yep, not even close. Not even close, man. Not even close. Okay, so how do you play Set? Because to me, Set seems like one of the easiest characters in the game, honestly. Like, it's super brain dead. But for whatever reason, a lot of you guys actually don't know how to play him. Like, I say that based on people in Twitch chat always asking me. Like, he's a popular character, I swear. Like, when it comes to Duel, like I said in the beginning, I think I said in the beginning, people request this character all the time. People like this character a lot, but yet people still don't know how to play him. And I'm telling you guys right now, how do you play Set? Hold up. Let's just get this, why not? How do you play Set? Okay, you wait until your opponent's mobility is down, and then you press your 4 key and your 3 key, or your 3-4, doesn't matter which order, preference, whatever. And you kind of just literally hold down your left click, or whatever it is on console. You hold down your auto attack button while spamming 2. You don't have to do anything crazy. Literally hold it down and spam your clone. That's all it takes. That's literally how you play Set. Besides like the obvious part, which is just, you know, running around clearing the waves. Like right here, I don't really want to fight her particularly because her 1 is up, so I'm running away. I'm trying not to eat autos. I'm trying to poke her with my 1 and just chill. Also, a lot of people build attack speed on Set, and I think that's super wrong. I don't see her. I think building attack speed on Set is super wrong. This is an ability-based character, not an attack speed character. If you really need a Toxic Blade for whatever reason, you know, go for it, I suppose. If for whatever reason you really just need Oboe because you're trying to front door their Titan, you know, you can't end any other way but to Oboe the Titan down, go for it, that's fine. She is coming, she's stealth. I secured that, nice. So right here, boom. We press our 3 button, we run at her. Auto attack in 2, auto attack in 2. I'm gonna pop thorns, auto attack 2, auto attack 2. Yep, it's that simple. It's literally that simple. I imagine it might be a little bit harder to do on controller. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't even think I played. Wait, no, actually, I do think, because I did a controller stream one time, and I think I did actually play Set once. I don't remember, honestly. But either way, that's how you do it. It's literally brain dead. You just hammer your keys down. And so that's why it's super confusing to me that people don't know how to play him. Like, everyone builds him attack speed for whatever reason. Which you don't want to go attack speed, besides maybe 1 or 2 items. But even then, you don't want to go attack speed. And your combo, besides just wanting people and running away like a Thoth or a Tsukiyomi, right? Your combo is literally just smacking your forehead on... What? Dude, part of me doesn't even want to kill her because she's going to surrender. She's literally going to surrender if she loses this fight. Yep, there it is. Let's see. Will she surrender? This guy's kind of a warrior, man. Yep, there it is. There it is. Who would have thought? This isn't good enough, and like I said, I've been trying to get recordings all day, but they all got scrapped because of they're either 5-minute surrenders or because... the weather. So what I'm going to do here is like I've done in previous videos, and I'm just going to put 2 videos together, and hopefully the second game is good as well for you guys. You know, this wasn't a 5-minute surrender. There was 4 kills, and I did give you guys helpful things on how to play them and how to build them. And I talked about YouTube and whatever. Way too impatient for Duel. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Anyways, I'm going to skip into the next game. Let's go ahead and hit play again. I'm going to skip into the next game. I'll see you guys there. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And we're back into the next game. We're against Lamb this time. Lamb's Cerninos. And I don't know how many of you guys know who Lamb is. Maybe you guys watch the stream, but I actually play against Lamb all the time. So I play against Lamb all the time. Pretty much like, I don't want to say every stream, but a good amount of my streams I go against Lamb. And he's a good player. He definitely is. So this should be a bit more of a competitive match, hopefully. Or in fact, I might even lose. Like, to be honest, I don't like this matchup very much. This matchup can go either way, but it's definitely in Cerninos' favor, in my opinion. Because it's kind of like, basically late game, if I have to walk at him in melee distance, which I do, because he's a ranged, you know, hunter. If I have to get in melee distance of him, between his 1 and his passive, he's going to absolutely Shrek me. I don't like this matchup very much at all. I think I'm just going to concede the red buff. I don't like this matchup, but hopefully we can get a good game either way and show you guys either how to win this matchup that I hate or show you guys how hard it is to win this matchup that I hate. Either way, get our point across. I've definitely beaten Lamb like a million times, but Lamb's also beaten me a very fair amount of times. So, we'll see. We should have a pressure here as far as wave clear is concerned. Hopefully we can use that. He did kill the smalls on this buff, which is super unfortunate for me because I don't have 5. And we don't get the buff. Unfortunate. We're just going to wait here. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Unfortunate, man. Obviously, I did not think his one auto attack would actually kill me there. Very, very unfortunate. We'll see, we'll see. Dude, set has been so hard for me to get recordings for today. Like, due to like the stuff I was sending you guys earlier. With the weather, it's either weather, and also I've been having so many terrible matchups today. I faced like 2 or 3 Heimdalls today, and set does not do very well into Heimdall 1 bits, man. Not very well at all. And now I'm against the Cernanos, which this matchup is definitely not unwinnable. Like, it's definitely winnable, but it's really hard. This matchup is super hard because Cernanos has insane pressure early. And he has insane pressure mid, and he has insane pressure late. Like, you know, like the character, it's just really good. And set falls off against auto attackers late game, in my opinion, unless you're PvEing. But we'll see. Like I said, set's a good character. Set's a good character. We should be okay, but... And sorry I didn't say anything immediately after dying, by the way. Like, I didn't talk. I was just, like, literally in awe. Like, you guys know that Pikachu meme? The Pokemon Pikachu, where it's just literally a Pikachu gasping? That was my face when I died right there, because I was waiting for him to walk up. And I did not think I would die from 1 auto. But, you know, it's Cernanos, so... Cernanos passive engage. I just realized he has beads. What? Wait, he has beads? For what, though? The slow? I don't know. I really just could not tell you why he has that. Right now, this is just kind of a stalemate. I think I have slightly better secure than he does, but he does have the mannequins proc. And in my experience, mannequin proc actually secures just as many buffs as abilities do. Like, it's actually silly. Should be okay here. Yeah. I don't really know what exactly he's doing. Like, that's why I wasn't really talking, because, I mean, that's just a thing I do all the time. It's hard for me to give a play-by-play in real games. Like, if I'm against, like, a bad player, you know, it's not hard to talk and think and play all at once, because you don't really have to do everything perfectly. But when you're against a pretty good player on a pretty good god, at least for me, because I have ADD and whatnot, I have such a hard time talking during it. Like, that's why I try to give you guys recaps after the fight. Like, it's just me being silent for like 15 seconds, and then I'm like, so anyways, this is what he did wrong, boy. I don't know. That's just one of my flaws, I suppose, but there's nothing I can do about it. That's just who I am, so I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. But yeah, I don't know. He basically played that really, really badly because he allowed me to just sit there and beat on him with my ultimate. I understand I wasn't using my 3, and the 3 is set Sandstorm. Is basically, it goes hand in hand with his ult. The Sandstorm procs his ult very, very quickly, and it also gives you physical mitigations, right? And it also gives you physical mitigations, so... Or not mitigations, I think it's just reduction. Yeah, physical damage reduction. So just in general, it makes you tankier, and it makes you do a ton more damage and heal more because it gives you more ult procs. And set ult is a heal and damage when you get procs. So just overall, you want to use your 3 with it, and I wasn't using my 3, and I think he thought that he could win the fight because of that. But realistically, all he did was allow me to stack up my attack speed a good amount, and then chase him with my 3 at a later time. Also, again, he has beads, boys. I like, yeah, obviously he can beads my slow, but you know what else beads his slows, or cleanses slows, rather? Sprint. Why wouldn't he just go sprint? I don't know. I think I would still win that really hard either way, though, to be honest. Okay. That's an interesting play. I'm going to get his timer on the blue buff. Truly an interesting play by him. It's not like horrible to do that because it does give you gold and it gives you an HP buff and it gives you a little bit of pressure here. But generally speaking, it usually doesn't do much unless you have pressure. It helps you get pressure a little bit, but it's not a magical cure, you know. I think dude, a big part of me wants to go Thorns here. Like, I really want to get Thorns, but I'm pretty sure I just need beads in this matchup. I need to be able to chase him. I need to be able to get my autos off during my ults. Also, I'm buying 2 multi-potions because I really want to defend my tower if he decides to push it. Obviously, he's not doing it right now, but if he were to decide to try to PvE it, Sustain's going to be the name of the game. So I got a couple multi-potions to help me with that. Definitely don't need to do that. That's more of just like a personal thing, like... What does he have? He just has defense, okay. Ow, dude. He kind of destroyed me there, to be honest. I kind of really can't... I can't trade autos with him unless I'm ulting, which I knew that, to be fair, but I'm feeling myself a little bit because we got a kill. And also he has beads and I have shell. So I'm feeling myself a little bit, you know, being a little crazy, trading with him a little bit, but... Realistically, I know that I don't win fights unless I'm ulting. This matchup's really slow, it feels like. Like, I don't know, like, I'm so used to Lamb running it down early game with Cernanos. I'm also so used to pretty much everyone running it down early as Cernanos, but it looks like he's just farming up until late. Which is fine. He definitely does win this harder late than he does early. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that he got that, to be honest. It's good that we got the timer at least, though. Our 2 is maxed. Sometimes, if I'm PvEing and I know I'm never going to fight, which is not this matchup, which is why I didn't do it, but if I'm PvEing and I'm never going to fight, I suggest just maxing the 2. There's no point in putting extra points into the 1, or I mean the ult, rather, if you're not actually going to use it, you know? And if you use it for movement speed, it doesn't actually scale up in that department, so. Now that one of us do a ridiculous amount of damage because we both have defense, and neither of us have pen, so there's that. But he does have a red buff, so maybe I should take that back. He's definitely going to do a good amount of damage with that red buff, regardless of what his build is. But he's not going to one-shot me. That's the important thing to note. Poke him out a little bit. It's kind of hard to poke him out, though, because he has a health chalice, and my 1 does not do any damage to this guy. I'm hitting him for 160, dude. My bluestone's ticking him for 2. I'm ulting for pressure, to be honest. Probably not my... I have to stop his back here because I ulted. And so basically he has a little window here where I don't have my ult, obviously. And he can fight me because he has everything up. So I need to delay it. Like, as scummy as this looks, and it is pretty scummy, there is a reason for me stopping his back over and over. I need to stop his back because he has a good window to fight here because I kind of wasted my ult. I thought I would get more out of it, but like I said, we both have defense and no pen, so we literally get nothing out of it. I feel so bad. Lamb, if you're watching this video, dude, no hard feelings, man. I feel so bad for doing this to you, dude. I have to do it, man. I can't let you get a fight when my ult's down. I cannot let you get a fight while my ult's down. Especially since red is coming up and stuff. I have to, man. I'm sorry. I hate to do this to a viewer, to a friend, but... sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do out here in the world of Duel. Look, and we got red off of it. Dude, that was so scummy. But like I said, scummy, but in my opinion, necessary. A necessary evil, if you will. We're getting a ton of farm off of this. Like we got triple buff and everything. As bad as I feel about doing that, that was so good for us, dude. Like that was so good for us. We got so much off of doing that. Alright, so now we have 3,000 gold in hand. And so we have to be careful here. We even got the minis. We even got the minis. Alright, he's coming. We do not want to fight under any circumstances here because we have 3,300 gold. I think he thought I just backed. He might dash on me here and try to get a root. This is part of what makes Set so annoying to go against. Like, because his PvE capabilities are actually super freaking good, man. Like, I can basically do whatever I want as long as I'm a little bit smart and careful about it. If he gets the Bull Demon, I'm okay with that as long as I can catch him afterwards. Yeah, I'll be able to get him here. Nice. That's free for us. That is free for us. We basically delayed long enough to where we could finish our pin item and get anti-heal, which we desperately need because CERN 1 plus Aussie. We delayed long enough to where we could back and get that, and it didn't really matter whether he gets Bull Demon or not because it's not about him getting it, it's about me being able to do what I can do about it afterwards is way more important. Let's see what we can do to this. I need to stay away from him because I don't want my 3 to aggro the Phoenix faster. We're gonna turn around and slow, which is definitely unnecessary. He's frostbounding us. We flee away. So like I said, guys, this matchup is not impossible. But I would like to add that I do think he's playing it incorrectly by buying beads, and also I don't know, he's just playing it wrong, man. What do I want here before we get too into that? I don't know. It kind of seems like, and I could be wrong. Like I could just be overanalyzing this, but it kind of seems like he's just respecting me too much, you know? Like I feel like he thinks I have a trick up my sleeve and I'm about to do something crazy to him, but really I'm just running around like a chicken with his head cut off, PvEing, you know? Like I don't really, like I have a plan, don't get me wrong, but the plan's not deadly. The plan's like, how am I going to avoid this guy, you know? What the heck? So it just kind of seems like he's giving me too much respect. But yeah. This may seem like a lower tier game, but I promise you guys, Lamb is a good player. I probably played against Lamb at least like 40 times. Maybe, okay, I probably played Lamb like maybe 25 times. Let's say 25 times. And I've lost maybe like 1/5 of them. So he's a good player. And also, just forget Lamb. Like, I've lost Set versus Ceranos quite a few times. For sure. Dude, I thought that was up again, man. I'm so used to Jade Corruption, where on Jade Corruption map, you know, the other map, the better map, when Bull Demon dies, or Demon King as it is on that map, when it dies, you actually get the timer whether you're there or not. It kind of disappears from the map, which I like. You know, the reason why I didn't back sooner is because I didn't back sooner because I wanted to have enough gold to finish my Heartseeker. But now that I think about it, Bluestone's probably better, so I could have just backed the first time. No harm, no foul, though. No harm, no foul. This is a pretty normal CERN build. I hope you guys are having a good day. Chat, YouTube chat, Twitch chat, whatever, dude. I don't even know anymore, man. I don't even know. I hope you guys are having a good day, though. I don't know if I said that in the first game. Hello, minions. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, lamb? Dude, I don't think I can just int towards them right now. I don't think I have enough burst damage. Plus, that Phoenix is about to come up, apparently, so there's that. Oh, by the way, that's another tip I can give you guys. Make sure you're putting double clones, as long as, like, you know, you're not in danger for doing it, because the clones are also your escape, you know, in combination with your 3. Make sure you're using double clones and don't shoot your skewer to make them fly away. Those clones actually do a considerable amount of damage to objectives. And so if you double clone, even like if you're level 3, you double clone the blue buff, that's going to be good for you. I can take out this Phoenix anytime. When I do it is really not a concern for me. The Titan's already full HP. So honestly, the longer I keep this Phoenix alive, the longer he stands here and tries to defend it, which is better for me, so... Alright, well. I kind of blinked into his root. I don't even know if he meant to do that or not. Or if I just blinked into his root that he was already putting down on the ground, but... One way or another, we got rooted instantaneously, and we only have beads for 1 CC. Optimally, in a perfect world, he uses both of them at the same time, and I cleanse both of them. But we can't really count on that. And so basically, if I insta beads his root there, he would have gotten a free ult on me, which he gets away either way, right? Either way, just gonna clear this wave. Back, buy my upgrade my relics, and buy my Heartseeker here. We definitely want the mitigations from this more than we want to upgrade our beads. No doubt about that one. But I'm excited. This is a pretty decent game. Obviously, Lamb's misplayed a couple times this game. Also, I have no idea why this guy has beads. I still, like, that's just crazy to me. So obviously he's misplayed a little bit, so it may not seem like a higher tier game, but games like these are pretty fun. When nobody has Bumba's hammer, basically. Like this feels like what Duel used to be. Obviously he has mannequins, which is an annoying item, but I'd rather have this kind of matchup. I think we just PvE the Titan a bit here. No way, I died from the bramble. Like, I didn't even die from the impact of it. I died from the brambles that was on the ground, dude. No way. Alright, dude. I might have to switch out one of my items for Odibo. Because this is, like, by the way, when I bring up Odibo and I say, like, if you ever need Odibo to close out a game, this is what I'm talking about right here. Basically, when you're in a match where it's really, really hard for you to kill your opponent because they're hugging their fountain, and so you have to choose between front dooring the Titan or killing the enemy god. And sometimes killing the enemy god just is not an option, you know? Like, sometimes if they play close enough to their fountain, you cannot kill them no matter what you do. That's just the way of the road. And so right there, I actually played it really poorly because I kind of split my damage between, I tried to fight him a bit, then I tried to last second turn on the Titan. Then when I went to turn on the Titan, I had to juke his ultimate. Which made me delay my damage even more. Just overall, that was just poorly played. I almost got away with it too, which is the crazy part. I actually would have gotten away if I just didn't turn around to just try to slow him or whatever. For literally no reason. Like, that was just a horrible engage. That was just a horrible engage altogether. Hopefully we didn't just give up the red buff by backing there. His shell's down as well, though. Both of our shells are down. I'm pretty sure we can win a fight if he actually leaves his fountain, but kind of... This is the hard part about playing a melee versus a ranged character. Is sometimes it's just too hard to get them out of their own fountain. There we go. We killed him with our... We either killed him with a clone or our 3 there. That was super clean. That was super clean, dude. Oh, okay. It wasn't perfect, actually, because now that I think about it, I don't know if my shell was still down or if it came up, like, in the middle of that fight. Or maybe it came up when I was polyed. I don't know. But apparently, we didn't need to use our shell anyways, so we're perfectly fine. I don't know. Like, based off of that game, am I going to change my mind on who wins this matchup? I don't think so. Honestly, Lamb's a good player, but he definitely misplayed the early game, and also this is super troll. If he just had like literally cursed Ankh, if he had thorns, if he had sprints, if he had just about anything, would have been better than beads right there. And so this does not change my mind at all. I have lost so many games versus Cernanos as set. I have actually beaten quite a few good set players as Cernanos, and I'm terrible at Cerna. Cern is one of my favorite hunters. In my head, he's one of my favorite hunters, but I'm not good at him one bit. I cannot land the root in clutch situations. And so if I can be good set players on Cernanos, then in my opinion, I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased, dude, because I've lost so many times in the past. Maybe this meta favors set in the matchup, but I don't know. I think if he just goes a different relic, plays the early game a bit differently, he can close out that game. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys think wins this matchup? I hope you guys like the video. I hope you guys enjoy the YouTube content that we're putting out. I enjoy doing YouTube a lot more than Twitch as of right now, and streaming on Twitch. Streaming is fine until you get to about 2 or 3 hours, and then, you know, I don't like it nearly as much. Like, it starts to get tilting and boring facing the same gods. But I'm still having fun with the YouTube. I don't know if my energy portrays that or not. Like, I think part of me is still just anxious about these recordings to do a good job for you guys. I'm still new at it, and also I'm trying my best to, you know, have good gameplay as well. So I feel like I'm in my own head a little bit. So I don't know if my energy portrays that I'm having fun doing this. So if it doesn't, I'm letting you guys know right now. I love doing YouTube. This is a ton of fun. I appreciate everyone commenting on the videos and showing their support. I'm having a lot of fun. I enjoy this a lot. I do see me doing this long term. I hope you guys are willing to stick with me along the way. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.